brand new to Los Angeles and brand new to comedy. Please make it loud for Pam Meek!
Okay, I'm Pam. I'm an oldie but a newbie. And I'm going to talk about my career as a druggie. You know, back in the 60s when weed was illegal, we all did it, right? And, but I was into hallucinating, so I like to do LSD. And, you know, I like to see the colors move around on the walls and stuff, and the floor mumbling. And so I'm in the middle of this, and my dad calls, "Pam, how are you?" And I said, "I don't know who I am. Do you?" And he said, "No." And he hung up the phone so that I could get back to partying. So the next day, my boyfriend, he says, "You know, why are we paying for LSD when we can go out to the fields and get psilocybin mushrooms? Come on." "Oh, all right." So we're picking up the mushrooms, and this cop car comes right at us. And I'm like, "Oh my God." And he says, "You people are breaking the law. This is private property." And I'm like, and I invented get out of jail free face immediately. "Oh, I'm so sorry, sir. We thought that this was just a field out in the middle of nowhere. We're sorry." And he let us go, including our bag of mushrooms. But that get out of jail free face I used every time a cop stopped me on the highway. You know, I'd pass them going 5 miles an hour or more, a little bit more, and they'd pull me over and they'd, "You were speeding, ma'am." And I'd do the, the last time I was stopped, the policeman said I could go 15 miles an hour over the speed limit. Was he wrong? Yes. Plus, never pass a cop when you're speeding. Come on. And I said, "Oh, thank you for telling me." Okay, and they let me go. I can't tell you how many times I got let go. So my boyfriend, knowing that I was into speeding, he says, "How about we do some cocaine?" I said, "Oh, am I going to feel happier than I've ever been?" And I was. And he said, "You want some more?" And I said, "Oh, no, I'm never doing cocaine again." And that freed me up to drink more and eventually get addicted to Oxy, the painkiller. And I kept, asking the doctor for more, and he'd give me more, and eventually, of course, he cut me off. And what was I going to do then? Oh, geez. Okay, so I decided to call on my inner Todd Aiken. You know who that is? He's that guy, congressman, who said, "If a woman's legitimately raped, she can shut that thing down." So, mind fuck a fetus to death, organic abortion. So I said, "All right, well, I'm going to do that." And every time I had this urge for Oxy, I go, "Shut that thing down. Shut that thing down." And it actually worked. So thank you, Todd Aiken. Now let me talk about my real job. I was a shrink. And I don't know where in the world people got that name from, shrink. Do they imagine that we're doing magic tricks and squishing them into a little ball and then handing them back to them? I don't know. But I was good at, I was an expert in giving the Rorschach and analyzing people. And my second boyfriend let me analyze him, and so I gave him the analysis, and he gets out of his chair and he says, "You know me too well. I am out of here." And he dumped me. He worked in Congress. What was he, a chicken shit? I mean, what is this? So, but another example is I had this one client who was a young man in college, and he was trying to find out about himself and stuff. And so I gave him the Rorschach, and when I told him his results, he said, do you know my bank account number? 'Cause you know every goddamn thing about me. So I took that as a compliment. But let's talk about men and their pot bellies. Should they get abortions? How about it? For me, the craziest thing about getting old was losing all the hair on my bush. And the pedophiles started coming after me. Now, I don't think Todd Aiken can help me with that one, but I thought, well, maybe George Bush. He's painting now. He could paint me a bush on my bush and protect me from the pedophiles. What do you think? Done.
Keep it over, Pam! That's great. That's something.